Alrighty, so our speaker this month, the lovely Wendy Hyatt, is a life coach and former healthcare provider who helps women build energy, clarity, and confidence through simple, sustainable habits. A 3-time natural bodybuilding world champion, the pictures are amazing. She blends science, real life experience, and compassion to help women nourish their bodies with purpose and attention. The shortest bio on record, and I will turn it over to Wendy to say smarter things.
Yeah, no, purposefully made short. Thank you. So my talk tonight is called Protein with Purpose: How to Eat for Energy, Strength, and Longevity. And maybe you're wondering why everyone's talking about protein lately, right? I found this meme, I thought it was hilarious. I've faced more peer pressure to get protein in my 40s than I ever did with drugs as a teen. And I was like, wow, I resonate with that.
By the way, it's my New Year's resolution to eat more protein.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Well, you're at the right place at the right time. So why do we need protein? It's actually essential for muscle repair and growth. It supports physical health and recovery. It fuels normal production of enzymes and hormones, and it provides amino acids for our immune system to combat infections. So it's more important than we realize. Also for healthy hair, skin, and nails, aids in satiety, so then we feel full and we don't need to keep binging, and regulating metabolism, and that is crucial for weight management. And I don't know if you know, but we lose 0.1 to 0.2, like a quarter to a half a pound of muscle per year after the age of 25. So that's a real thing. Are we getting enough protein? Our body borrows from our muscles when it doesn't get the amount it needs, which leads to muscle loss, imbalance, and bone fractures. So this is normal, a normal cross section of your muscles. Sorry, we're not in science class, but I love this. So you're coming along with me. And then this is what happens with sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss. This healthy red muscle tissue is now meh, and then that's scientific meh, and then this is subcutaneous fat that just increases. And also, women with more belly fat are 39% more likely to develop dementia. So it's like, oh, okay, this is interesting, right? Visceral fat is a powerful predictor of cognitive decline, especially during perimenopause, which I feel like is such an important topic with our dots. When hormone shifts make it certainly harder to lose. So, but what if we, instead of focusing on weight loss, we're looking at body composition, the ratio of muscle to fat to bone density. Oh, and I love this. Muscle is the organ of longevity. The more muscle you have, the better your quality of life, the better your longevity, barring, unknown causes, accidents. We're not talking about that. So how much protein do we need daily? Most people think they're eating enough protein, right? How much protein? Well, okay, so the reality is when women typically get 60 to 70 grams of protein daily. That's how much my primary care physician told me to eat. And I was just like, do I tell her how much I'm actually eating? Men, 80 to 90 grams of protein daily. And this is far less than optimal for building and preserving muscle. So my primary care physician only knows the minimum. And I'm like surpassing that. I'm doubling that. And when I told her that, she was like, panic mode. She's like, I don't know, let me check your kidneys. And I'm like, go ahead, check them. And they were fine. So research is increasingly showing that we need significantly more protein than the RDA. The RDA is the recommended daily allowance, which just prevents deficiencies. This is like bare minimum. And what I would rather look at is age, activity level, and metabolic health. So this brings up the idea of protein pacing, which is eating the right amount, type, and timing of protein. So we'll start with the amount. So how much protein? You take your goal body weight in pounds, because we live in the US, and then you multiply it by 0.7 to 1. So for example, if the goal body weight is 150 pounds, you're eating anywhere from 105 to 150 grams of protein per day. That's a goal amount of protein to eat. And so the special considerations, if you're adding exercise, you can add 20 to 25 grams immediately after your session. If you're over 60, aim for the higher end, so up to 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight. And I just love this woman. She's in her 80s and she's like breaking records still. For older individuals, definitely the adults who consume more protein are less likely to lose the functioning, the ability to dress themselves, get out of bed, walk up a flight of stairs, and more. But most older adults don't eat enough food because they're not hungry. They have dental issues. That's huge. Like if it's uncomfortable for you to eat, you're just not going, like you're not going to eat it properly. There's choking issues, whatever, impaired taste. Things go sideways as we get older, as we get through wear and tear. Swallowing problems, that's important, and limited financial resources. So when you combine that with just the tendency to become more sedentary, this clearly this leads to deteriorating muscles, compromised mobility, slower recovery from illness, and really loss of independence, which is what most people are concerned about. And then side note on weight loss medications. Yes, it's out there. It's not going anywhere. Super helpful. These GLP-1 inhibitors, the injectables, are effective. However, if you look at the lean body mass loss, you're losing
3 versus 9%.
Yes. So the majority, like up to 40% of the weight loss from injectables comes from your muscle. To me, as a bodybuilder, that's a no bueno. That's like game over. Not even entertaining it, because like as bodybuilders, you're just working on retaining as much muscle as possible. So if someone is going this route, that's great. Like everyone has to choose their own route, but like we can supplement it. We can add, maybe make a protein more of a priority. So protein pacing. Now we're talking about the timing of protein. If you think of 4x4, 4 protein-rich meals a day every 4 hours. I know that sounds like a lot for some people. It doesn't have to look like a full sit-down meal, but it could be something quick. It could be some peanut butter, eggs, like Cynthia said, maybe some bacon. Salmon's great. Here are the types of protein. This might be fun. I like looking online to see how to make it more fun, because I like variety. I also like stability, but variety, right? So if you're gonna be eating every day for the rest of your life, you might as well jazz it up a little bit. So here are some examples of 30-gram protein options. Yes, tofu. And I thought it was interesting how several people had said, well, I'm staying away from red meat. And I'm like, that's not the only protein. There's, yes, tofu, hemp seeds, pinto beans, chickpeas. These are legumes.
It's NATO.
It looks slimy. I haven't actually had it, but it's a type of a legume also. Black beans. Where are my black beans? Who is black beans?
Lynn.
Oh, Lynn. Okay. Yeah, shrimp, fish. Yeah. For real. I'm sorry. Which is why a lot of us thought we were eating enough protein, right? And then if we actually look at how much an egg is. Cynthia was talking about egg being a perfect protein. It is, because it's low calorie, high protein, and plus minus the egg yolk, it's a really good protein. Other types of protein, if you want to take a picture. Different ways to say the same thing, but just make it a little bit fun. Greek yogurt, chicken, grass-fed steak, tofu, black beans, wild-caught salmon. There's Stephanie's thing.
Bison.
Yeah, so
That
good.
would be my other answer was bison.
Smash burger, bison smash
You
burgers.
just have to cook it low and slow.
So
Not
juicy,
a lot of fat.
so juicy.
David made bison chili.
Ooh.
So yummy.
Wegmans has bison salami slices, and I was like, that's good. This slide I found helpful because it takes into consideration the fat content. So if you're looking at, ribeye. It's blurry, but yeah, you can see this has 30 grams of protein, but also like 34 grams of fat. These eggs, the fat is coming from the yolk, so you can take out the and just make it egg whites. But if you're looking at turkey, ground turkey, it's 1.5 grams of fat. So take that into consideration too. It's not just the protein. Yes, you can mix it up, but like this is why chicken breasts are really it's a lean source of protein. 2 grams of fat in 30 grams of protein. How efficient is that, right? Okay. Now you're probably wondering, like, how am I really going to eat that? It's just like, give me the raw stuff? No. Let's make it colorful. Doesn't that look like a magazine? Oh, God. I was like, yeah, go me.
Your visuals are impressive.
I'm impressed. Like, it's making, sorry, this is why I didn't like studying nutrition in school. I'm like, I just want to eat. Like, I get the book. I'm like, all right, what are we studying? I'm like, feed. But here's how you can make it colorful and like have it be a party in your mouth, right? Like you can make it simple, but this?
Yeah, that doesn't work on the screen, we figured.
Okay. This is my backyard, my patio. I know you see a bowl, but this is my patio. I had it outside. It was just fun. My husband loves salads. He's gluten-free, and we can be dairy-free, and it's not like we're tied to it, but like just grabbing a protein and like filling it with fun stuff, making it colorful, right? Eating the rainbow. And even oatmeal bowls, acai bowls, I'm like plus minus on. It's a fun treat every once in a while. So here's my rule of thumb. This is not natto by the way. This is I think it was my taco ground chicken taco. We don't do turkey. We do ground chicken for tacos. So what I do is I just grab a food scale, weigh out my protein, and then I just throw on veggies. Veggies are free. Here's an example schedule. You can, like, this is the 4x4 example, one example. In the morning, you can have a 30-gram protein meal replacement shake, noontime. So it still fits in like a normal schedule. So noontime, you can have a lunch. It could be a salad, or it could be, Wegmans sells these pre-made bowls. And they have the nutrition facts on there too. So you can check how much protein it has, and it makes it fun. Same thing for dinner. And then at nighttime, you could have just a protein isolate. It's almost, so this is just like whey protein or just protein. This is a meal replacement. So it has not just protein, but fiber, carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals, all that stuff. So it's a complete meal in itself. This is super easy to digest.
So could that be like a bone broth type thing?
Yeah. And then check the sodium, because like if you have a lot of sodium, then you just retain water. But like a clean, pure protein isolate is considered a bedtime belly buster. It fuels your body overnight, which is great.
And helps you sleep.
Yes.
Carol told me to eat protein. So
Yeah.
I sleep.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Do you do that? The protein isolate thing?
I eat some kind of protein before I go to bed.
Yeah.
And when I do, I sleep well.
Nice.
When I don't sleep well.
Very cool. So protein shakes, you've probably seen a ton of them out in the market. So what I look for is having at least 200 calories to be considered a meal. Otherwise, it's just a supplement. Definitely look for if it has any artificial flavors or colors, you want to avoid that, avoid soy. Does it have vitamins and minerals? That would be helpful because, we want to surpass the RDA limits. Does it have fiber? That's going to be helpful for your gut. Yes, I get it. We're short on time, and there's a slew of protein boosted products out there. So just be mindful of some of the ingredients. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Yuka app, Yuka, and it'll show you like, does it have erythritol? Does it have like weird sugars, weird like things that I used to be obsessed with this. I'm like, oh, let me go try all these things. And I never liked any one of them. And I'm just like, why is that?
Is that similar to like the Think Dirty app?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Is it? Okay. If you are short on time, there are healthier options. Yes, there are healthier bars out there. What's the one? Aloha bars or RX bars are okay. It doesn't have enough protein for me, so it's a waste of my time. But meal prepping is certainly helpful. It is time consuming, but it's time consuming when you do it. But like during the week, it's just like, boom, yeah. Greek yogurt bowls. One of my starting to become one of my favorites because it is so fast. If I don't have time to like cook something up, I can at least add some fun stuff to it, and it's high protein. Okay, so once you hone in your personal protein goals, everything changes. Your energy returns, your hunger stabilizes, and your body transforms, which is so cool. This woman's 44 on the left, and there she is at 54. So there's hope for people who are, going through menopause. 60, hi. And this woman is in her 70s. Like, let's go. And Carol knows Sarah. We've roomed with her. Yeah, quality. It is really quality. If none of that really did anything for you, consider eating for your 90-year-old self. In a 2017 study following 2,000 older adults over the course of 6 years, people who consumed the least amount of protein were almost twice as likely to have difficulty walking or climbing stairs as those who ate the most. So just for the independence, eat the protein. So if that was all overwhelming, just remember small changes make a big impact. So consistency beats intensity. Health is a lifestyle, not a sprint. Some resources, proteinpacing.org is a free resource, and it'll help you with the whole protein pacing aspect. You can always Google 30-gram protein recipes. That's kind of fun if you don't have to think about making something fancy. And yeah. What's that?
Go back.
Oh,
Sorry. I was going to take a picture. Sorry.
don't be sorry.
Not that I can see.
And then just, that's so interesting. Like my face looks so blotchy here, but this,
glowing.
oh, the chair was glowing. This was me when I was struggling to get in 32 grams of protein a day. Sticky. And this was me 100 to 125 grams of protein daily. Yes, with weight training over time. Crazy. Like this was me that I chuckle because like I thought I had muscles here. Like my little chicken wing, I'm like, yeah, look at that. And then I was like, okay, I don't know who that is. But that's it. Yeah.
Wow. Big change.
Wow. It was before I started competing. Or like right around.
Wait, when was that? What year?
2015.
11 years?
Okay. Yay! Thank you. Thanks for listening.